With the newest Pokemon Legends Arceus update, there is a new shiny hunting method that we're gonna break down and teach you guys exactly how to do, and let me tell you, it is crazy. Let's talk massive mass outbreaks. Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I bring you guys a brand new video today, and today I'm gonna show you guys how to shiny hunt in Pokemon Legends Arceus with the new shiny hunting method, which is a little bit different than the typical mass outbreak method. Before I go any further, I wanna let you guys know that if you do update your game to the newest version 1.1, you will not be able to shiny hunt with outbreaks as we did previously, where you could essentially farm the same outbreak over and over again. That no longer works on the newest version, so you're gonna have to use this new shiny hunting method to find the shiny Pokemon you want. So if you don't want to update, it might be in your best interest to get a few shinies that you wanted to get, that you guaranteed to shiny hunt those specific farms, and not update, and then when you're ready to move to the massive outbreak method, you can do that. If this video is helpful for you, be sure to like the video down below, and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and don't forget to check out Team Shiny. We got these great t-shirts, merch, hoodies, and much more at teamshiny.com, so check it out. We got some sweet designs from Umbreon to Zoroark and many more, and always check back for new drops as well, because we always got some really cool stuff there. Without further ado, let's break down everything you guys need to know about shiny hunting in Pokemon Legends Arceus with the massive mass outbreak method. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about comes from Sabuna, who did the data mine regarding the shiny odds for this method. And it seems as though the massive mass outbreak method actually has slightly different shiny odds than the mass outbreak method, but it does still have really good shiny odds. So basically what we're looking at here is when you just do the massive mass outbreak method, it seems to be about a 1 in 315 chance to get a shiny through this method, whereas the regular mass outbreak method has a 1 in 158 chance. You can see from this table here that the chances increase if you have Dex Research Perfect and Shiny Charm and things like that, but it ends up being about half as good, right? You don't get nearly the rate, so in theory, the massive mass outbreak method will take twice as long as it normally would have taken to find a shiny, but ultimately, you can still shiny hunt through this method, and I'll show you guys everything you need to know about it. Now, I think it's worth noting that you do have to beat the game and get the end credits to roll before you can start the quest line that will start these massive mass outbreaks. And to ultimately trigger this to start, you're gonna wanna go to the Heights camp in the Fieldlands and talk to Mai and her Munchlax to begin the quest. Once you kind of traverse around the map to the various locations and follow the quest line, which is pretty straightforward, you can freely hunt them after that, but you'll have to kind of do this little fetch quest for a while. But let me hop into the game and I'll give you guys the full rundown and everything you need to know otherwise. This is the kind of stuff you can get from doing it, by the way, as I'm about to head to Jubilife to show you guys some stuff. I legitimately got a shiny Cyndaquil and a shiny Typhlosion through this, which you guys will see in a little bit at the end of the video anyway. But let me head to Jubilife and I'll give you guys the full rundown. So a couple things I want to recommend. My boy Anvin here sells some things that are very worthwhile. And basically what you want to do is you're going to want to craft a tremendous amount of Pokeballs. You're also going to want to be able to buy a couple things. So one of the things that he actually sells, not this particular guy, but one of the things that the regular kind of merchant sells are the sticky globs, and you'll see that I have them here. You can also craft them if you choose, but you're gonna wanna make sure you have a lot of sticky globs and a lot of Ultra Balls. These are just gonna help you in terms of doing these outbreaks, these massive mass outbreaks, because the Pokemon are significantly more aggressive, and capturing them by throwing a sticky glob and then swapping back to Ultra Ball is gonna be your best method. When you pull open your bag, you can simply favorite the two items and then organize your satchel, and then I'll put the two next to each other. There's also a particular item you're gonna wanna use, which are these Agua berries, and you can see here that I'm actually able to get my Agua berries from this dude right now. I'm gonna get some Mago berries, but the main thing we're looking for, not the Iapapas, I want some Aguabs. Give me the Aguabs, get some Figgies, and I get the Agua berries. So the Agua berries are the ones you want. You can do a berry harvest here with this guy and do the special one, and it's 20k for the Agua berries. This is not the most effective way to get the berries, however, so if you need them, you'll use them for Munchlax, but again, it's not the most effective way to get them. When you head out from Jubilife, Ress is gonna tell you about the mass outbreaks and the massive mass outbreaks, and I'm gonna see that there's some here in the Crimson Mirelands. One of the cool things you'll find from this method is that certain Pokemon that previously didn't have outbreaks can have massive mass outbreaks, and some of those particular Pokemon are Spiritomb, the starter Pokemon like Oshawott, the starter Pokemon like Rowlet and Chatot, and all sorts of different spawns that otherwise wouldn't outbreak with alphas and all sorts of stuff. So it's actually really cool. You can do unknown outbreaks and much more. So you'll notice the first thing I do once I arrive at a massive mass outbreak is I'm going to save the game. And you're like, aDrive, I thought you couldn't save to reset. You can't. But what I'm gonna do is after I save, I'm gonna go talk to Mai. Mai is gonna require me to pay her 5 Agua berries to Munchlax. and that is going to essentially allow me to see what is on the map. And here we have the map. Now on the map, there are 2 specific symbols you can see spawn. In this case, I've got the berry symbol twice. The berry symbol indicates that if you were to go to this mass outbreak, that you're gonna have a very high chance that the Pokemon, when you capture them or defeat them, will drop the particular aDrive berries, which you're gonna wanna be able to feed to the Munchlax. The other symbol is a little star symbol. That star symbol does not mean that there's a shiny, but rather it means that it's a special outbreak. Those particular outbreaks have evolutions of the Pokemon or a swarm of alpha variants of the Pokemon. So in the case of a Pokemon that doesn't evolve, generally speaking, you'll see the alpha variants pop up shortly thereafter when you kind of farm these outbreaks. It also seems as though they have a higher chance of kind of giving you a second wave of that particular outbreak. So once you've cleared the first wave, it'll spawn a second wave of outbreak, which allows you to essentially farm it further. Now it seems as though that can happen with no special effect as well, but with the kind of star around it, it's more likely. So let's say, for example, I wanted to hunt for Spiritomb. I don't see Spiritomb here right now. So I also gave her my aDrive berries, so I don't see Spiritomb. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna reset my game. I'm gonna get my 5 aDrive berries back. I'm gonna go back into the game, and then I'm gonna go back to Jubilife, and I'm gonna return back and see if I can find a particular mass outbreak that I wanna farm. Now again, because I saved, and you'll see this at the end of the video when I show you that Typhlosion clip, because I saved when I got there, all of those outbreak spawns are already determined. So even if I were to fail or die or anything like that, they're still there. It's important to recognize that these outbreaks, these massive mass outbreaks, are on a specific timer. So you're not gonna be able to check every single outbreak on the entire map within that timer. So it might make sense for you to prioritize the ones that you wanna check that are most important to you, as opposed to just trying to check them all. Because again, this weather, once the weather changes, which it will do after a set period of time, you're gonna not be able to check those particular outbreaks any further. But let's say you have like 10 outbreaks that you wanna check on one map. If you save before you do it, you'll have a really good opportunity. So I see that, okay, the Icelands has one. I'm gonna go to the Icelands now. I'm gonna save my game. I'm going to go and give the aDrive berries to the Munchlax, and then I'm gonna traverse around the map to potentially find the particular, particular massive mass outbreaks that I'm looking for. So I've saved my game. I'm gonna give the aDrive berries. I'm gonna find out exactly which outbreaks I can find. And let's see here. I'm particularly looking for Samurott. Let's see, do I have a Samurott one? I do not, but I do have a couple other ones. So what I can do, let's say I wanna look at this. There's 2 different ways you can do this. You could particularly choose a Pokemon you wanna hunt for, or you could do something like this, which I think is actually really neat, is you can just fly above them and just check the 4 Pokemon that spawn and see, hey, I wonder if I'll end up ultimately getting a shiny right now. Let's find out. So let me hop on my Braviary. Let me fly over a couple of these spawns. I've got the Bidoof over here, it looks like. All right, here's the Bidoof. Doesn't seem like there's a shiny there. I could choose to farm this outbreak if it's something that I want, or in this case, I'm just gonna keep on flying. And again, I can check other outbreaks as I go. I'll go to my map. I'll say, okay, you know what? Let's check this Kirlia one. We'll fly over to the Kirlia one and see if there's a shiny there. And you can simply do this, and I actually have found shinies this way as well. Obviously, your odds aren't as good, but you just check, okay, no shiny there. And then I'm gonna say, you know what? Let me check this Apom real quick as I'm working my way to my Zoro. And again, all of these have a very high chance, like a 1 in 300 chance basically, to be shiny. So this is a really, really effective way. I checked the Apoms, it looks like. Looks like I found them. None of them are shiny. I didn't hear any sparkles. Okay, cool. And now I'm gonna take a look at the Zoro, which is the one in this particular case that I'm more interested in. And then you would do the outbreak for the Zoro like you normally would, but the difference is you can't guarantee a Zoro again like we used to be able to. You're gonna do the Zoros, you're gonna check them. There's a Zoroark there. This could be a worthwhile one. I'll save myself the time of doing it, but I can farm it, see if I get the shiny. If not, again, I can reset my game, but I can't guarantee that Zora is gonna be there again, right? I'm gonna go back to Jubilife now, knowing all these spawns, they're all gonna be the same when I reload my game. The Curlies won't be shiny, the Bidoofs won't be shiny. It's all gonna be the same, right? So you can reset your game and kind of do the same ones over and over again, or check different ones if there's more than you wanna check. But I know that I'm not gonna guarantee that Zoro is there. So you kind of wanna just kind of leave and enter. Let's say you're particularly hunting one Pokemon like Samurott, you just keep leaving and entering until the Oshawott ones pop up in the Icelands, basically. Okay, so in this case, I don't have any massive outbreaks, so I'm gonna just go to a location, go back to Jubilife, and then come back. And just like that, I actually have another Icelands one, so I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna save the game, I'm gonna check to see if there's an Oshawott. Outbreak, and then I'm gonna check it. Now, you don't have to go through this process of saving every time. I'm doing this to save the Agua berries, and in case I fail, right? And maybe I'll get lucky and I can show a good example of a Zoroark being here because it's not a super rare spawn. But while this method is different from what we did before, it's really not that bad, to be honest. I don't actually feel like it's that bad. So I check all my spawns. I actually do have an Oshawott. For the purpose of this video, I've been hunting this thing all day. I might as well just go check it. So I've saved the game. I know Oshawott's there. I'm gonna fly to the location for it, and then I'm gonna see if maybe, just maybe, I'll get lucky and we'll actually get that Oshawott shiny. And here we go, I'm rolling up on it, and I'll give you guys a great example, right? I'll use these sticky globs, and you just throw a sticky glob at them, and then you switch. Sticky glob, Ultra Ball. And this is a very effective way. Alphas take 4, final evolutions take 2. Pretty much everything else is just taking 1 though. And I'll just keep doing this. Boom. And this is easy because it's an Oshawott, but it does get a little harder when it's like Samurott and stuff. Those dudes can be pretty pesky. But you can see just how easy this is. And then let's say I get a shiny, great. If not, okay. I reset my game back to where I was. And then I just keep going in and out and testing to see if I can get the Oshawotts to pop up again. And then I farm the Oshawotts. It's really that simple. I think initially there was some concern over not being able to choose the Pokemon you want to hunt because they changed it. I think in terms of post-game, this method really isn't a big deal. It's not a bad thing. During the main part of the game, I can see it being a little frustrating because now you can no longer choose which shinies you want to hunt in the main part of the game. But at least in post-game, because you get so many spawns, chances are if you're looking for one particular thing, you'll see it pop up and you'll be able to hunt it relatively effectively. Just to show you guys a little bit more effectiveness of how this works, you guys can watch this crazy clip of me ultimately getting a shiny Cyndaquil and then getting a shiny Typhlosion, failing essentially, going back to my save point, going and getting the Cyndaquil again, proving it's still there, and then going and effectively getting the Typhlosion. I'll have my editor clip it up, but you can see exactly how this works and how you'll get multiple waves of spawns and everything like that. Cyndaquil, let's go. And Quilava too. Oh boy, here we go. All right, well, I guess it's fitting that my first proper shiny through this method outside of the Mime Jr. is going to be the starter that I chose for the game as opposed to the starter that I've been hunting for weeks. Oh, he does run. Yeah! What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I should probably not fail this thing. Where did he go? Come here, buddy. He's gonna run away. I got him. I got him. I called it. I spent hours doing space-time distortions for Samurott. Oh my god, you see how they all just like perked up? They're like, wait a minute. He's back. Another one. Oh! Oh! Yo! Yo! What? What? Hello? Hello? Okay, I need to prioritize this very quickly because the rainstorm could go away at some point, and I need to not die before that happens. He broke out, he broke out. Okay, which one is it? Oh, God. Oh, man. Actually hilarious. Oh, man. It's only fitting, yeah, that I fail it, right? It's only fitting that I fail it. There it is. Where are you, buddy? There you are. Imagine that. Imagine. There it is. There it is. Let's go. What a crazy situation. What a crazy situation. And we caught him. And we caught him, baby. And that's pretty much that. That's how you shiny hunt in Pokemon Legends Arceus with the new massive mass outbreak method. If you found this video helpful, let me know. Hit that like button down below. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new so you don't miss out on our epic Pokemon Legends Arceus content. I'm sure we're gonna have plenty of shinies as we dive deeper into this method over the next couple of days. And you can always tune into my live streams at twitch.tv/aDrive where I stream every single day. Don't forget to check out Team Shiny and our brand new Team Shiny t-shirts. They're phenomenal. You gotta deck out your closet and look awesome. Code Arceus gets you 15% off if you pick up 3 shirts or more. And thank you guys so much for watching this one. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.